I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do test bed assignment number 3, which is using the limit switch. The limit switch is the one with the metal arm coming out of the side of it. It works very similar to the bump switch. The commands are the same, but obviously you have to push the little metal arm instead of pushing the button in order to make the limit switch work. So our assignment is right here, the limit switch assignment. So it says wait for the limit switch to be touched. Then the right motor turns on at half power for 5 seconds and then stops. Then it waits for the limit switch to be touched again. Both motors and the LED should turn on until the limit switch is pressed a third time. And at that point, both motors should stop and the LED should turn off. So a lot of steps here. Okay, the first thing we need to do is get our program set up. So like we've done before, you need to open the sample program, check and make sure that this says VEX2 up here, go down to PLTW, find the PLTW template, and open it up. Now we need to set up our motors and sensors. So I'm going to click Motor and Sensor Setup. Need to go over here to motors. Our motors should be plugged into port 1 and port 10. Right motor, VEX269. Left motor, VEX269. Apply. Now we've got digital sensors. The limit switch should be plugged into DGTL2. I'm going to call it limit. And we choose touch sensor just like we did with the bump switch. Now we need to put the LED in here again, so I'm going to call it light and change it to VEX LED. Apply, okay, and I've got all of my pragma statements up here at the top. All right, so looking back at our assignment, we see that we are going to have several blocks here. We're going to press the limit switch, then the right motor only is going to turn on at half power for 5 seconds, and then we'll stop after the wait time of 5 seconds. Then I'm going to press the limit switch again. Both motors will turn on and the LED will turn on. Now this time you would not use a wait time because I'm going to use another limit switch, press the limit switch again. That's when the motors are going to stop and the LED should turn off. So there should be 3 total times you press the limit switch. Now in order to make something happen when you press the limit switch, it's just like when you use the bump switch. Click natural language, until bump is the one you want. So you're going to have a total of 3 until bumps for this code. Just like when we did the bump switch, you can use the name of the limit switch or the port number. So I'm just going to call it, I'm going to put in the limit. And also just like with the bump switch, you want to make sure that you use 500 as your delay time. Now it's showing up black here, and the only reason is because RobotC hasn't loaded these names in there yet, hasn't updated itself. That's why these names are blue up here. So I'm going to go ahead and click compile, and that's going to get all those names loaded in. And now you can see it's turned red, so I know that my code is good. So, oh, wrong button. So I'm going to wait for the limit switch to be touched. So that means until bump is going to be the first thing. Now I'm going to use a start motor for my right motor, turn it on at half power for 5 seconds, and then a stop motor. Then I'm going to use another until bump, turn both motors on and the LED, no wait time, use another until bump, stop both motors and turn the LED off. You should already know how to turn motors on and turn motors off, and turn the LED on and turn the LED off. So that's about all I need to cover. Just like before, when you finish this assignment, raise your hand and let me know so I can come by and check it for you.